Today is October 17th, 2021, and we have finally finished the giant bag of pandemic rice that we bought in a panic at Costco in the pandemic. First hit. Now it is finally gone. Do you have anything to say today?
No.
Besides that you're tired. But you definitely still love me, even though you look annoyed. What you making?
I'm making vegan food.
Wow.
Beans and rice.
You're hot and steamy just like the steam. Cool, making progress on Earthling Ed. I still want to do other activists and make it into a little like collage of different activists. I am fantastic at doing outreach. When I do outreach, the words I say go into people's third eye and inspire them to go vegan as if it was their own choice. I am full of charisma and confidence. Yeah, so I ended up doing leafletting on a college campus this day, and I was just very uncomfortable. Not my preferred style of activism at all. How come you have crutches? Your B12 deficiency got to your ankle? Your B12 deficiency got to your ankle? I'm naked, but the people watching will never know that.
But I will.
Is that inappropriate, would you say?
I don't know, but you randomly generated your thing, so I'm gonna exit now.
Okay, bye. I've been working on this baby cow drawing. I don't know if I'm like super done with the preliminary sketch or not. I mean, I'm looking at it right now and I'm seeing problems and changes to make. Oh man, you know, I've talked about this stage of a drawing before. I don't know if I'm going to like put this on its own and have it be its own design, or if I'm gonna put baby other animals around it. But I just am eager to get like my first shirt design done and ready to be scanned so that I can kind of feel like I'm actually making moves on that project and on that goal. If you feel like something is off about your drawing of an animal such as a baby cow, in all likelihood it's probably the ears are not big enough. I just made them a little bit bigger. Who knows? I kind of need a break. Fall things, fall things, oh, fall things, fall things, fall things, fall things.
Track you down, and that blade is razor sharp, razor sharp, razor sharp.
Hey, I'm ready.
Well, I see most of you are still
outside food, beverage, backpacks, or flashlights, and absolutely no weapons allowed here. Even the smallest of pocket knives need to go back to your vehicle, your pockets before you get to the.
That's cool. That's really cool. Look at all this stuff. Once you're in, we just came out of like a motel and then a slaughterhouse, and we think they should have just played Dominion. Would have been scarier.
Oh yeah.
Cheers. again on my dairy calf design for a shirt for my upcoming shirt business. And I finally decided on like, okay, good enough, fine enough. So I started moving on from that erasing and redoing stage and committed to the design that's currently on the paper. And I am kind of, as you can see, making very bold, dark outlines, which my inner self is screaming, my inner realism artist is screaming, but you have to, if I were to do a totally realism drawing and try and scan it on a shirt, it would probably be a bunch of muddied gray blotches. Maybe not, but I think so, especially for the type of printing that I want to do. And so let me show you what I'm kind of combining like realism where, you know, things are in proportion and, you know, here is black like it would be kind of in the reference. See, like in the reference photo, that area is black, but I'm kind of making it more simplified. And also like here with these hairlines, I'm gonna make those more simplified, because if I were to sit here and do every exacting hair like I would in normal realism, that would just be a waste of time because that would never show up on a t-shirt. I'll pop up images on the screen of kind of what I'm going for as far as having those lines, because I want to print just all black or all white depending on the color of the shirt. I want to make things simple, and I think that they look better that way. I don't like how t-shirts look when they have a cake of like plastic plastered to them with all these different colors and that bends and wrinkles and cracks. I don't want that. I want the ink to be in the shirt, and I'm taking a lot of inspiration from my boyfriend's shirt here, his Vegan for the Animals shirt, and the way that that's done. So you have to kind of cartoonize the animals to an extent, but I don't want to do it as much as those ones are, if that makes sense. But maybe I will do it more cartoonized in the future. Not really sure. This is my first design and my first time trying things, and I think I might just keep it as its own for now rather than adding other baby animals, but who knows? I mean, there's a lot of possibilities with scanning things into Photoshop. You can scan a drawing and combine, like if I have this and then a little baby duck, maybe I could combine them onto a shirt using Photoshop, and I won't like alter my art because I feel like, in my opinion, that's cheating, but I'm gonna use Photoshop to add the letters, and because I want to be able to have the design say different things. Fall is a time of death and release. Every year in the fall, I like to think of things that I want to end within myself or within my life. My major focus for what I'm putting death to in myself is the tendency to not have friends and not answer people back and cut myself off from everyone besides my mom and my boyfriend. And not letting the fears and traumas of past relationships and friendships get in the way of having a healthy social life now. And understanding that my boyfriend, as one singular person, cannot meet all of my needs. And that sometimes with depression, just talking to someone else who understands helps a lot and takes off some of that weight. No matter how introverted I might be and how much I do thrive and enjoy my alone time, as human beings, we're really not meant to be alone. And loneliness makes everything so much worse than it ever had to be. Everything is always better when you have a support system, a feeling of community. And this season, I have gotten so much better with releasing perfectionism. You did! I love you! What do you think is a major thing holding back your life right now? Do you have an idea of what it might be? you need to do some self-reflection to find out? And once you know, what are some steps you can take? Alright, so I'm pretty much done with the drawing part of this design. Still not sure if I'm gonna leave it alone or add other animals. I kind of am leaning towards leaving it alone just so I can move on. I'm hoping I didn't make it too detailed or too realistic. I think, I don't know, I try to do like gradations of like, obviously the dark black, the middle shade gray, and then the lightest shade. And hopefully that can translate well onto a shirt, but if not, then I'll learn from it and just do like black versus white instead. But guess what? The leaves outside this window are finally changing, and it's like October 29th. It's always interesting how every tree changes at their own pace and not a moment sooner. I'm wondering if like I need to harden the edges, sort of like almost make an outline around these patches in order for it to translate properly. I don't love how it looks, honestly. And not just because it's not realism, but I just don't, I don't know, I don't feel like it looks that great. Maybe it's just me being hard on myself. Maybe I just need to, I don't know, man. It's like a trial and error type of thing. It's not in my comfort zone, you know? You know what, I think I'm just gonna bring back in the outlines a little thicker and see how that does for me. Make it more within an outline, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like having strong outlines and boundaries between different gradations of shading and whatnot is what you want to do for a shirt. Okay, so I just like doubled down on the outline of the whole thing, and I also tried to outline the shapes of the like black shadings, and I'll probably go through and make it look even more black. And I suppose I should probably do the same thing with the other shadings, right? Like this stuff, maybe I should sort of try and outline it too. Okay, so I tried to kind of outline some of the other stuff. I can't say I love how it looks, but it might help with the shirt, hopefully. Yeah, I'm just gonna pretty much leave this how it is and not get hung up on it. I think this will be fine for a shirt, and if not, then it'll be a learning experience, or I'll be able to adjust it in a way that it can be for a shirt. So for one of my first designs, I definitely want to make Dairy is Scary shirts. I want it to say Dairy is Scary really big, and you know, something about watching it on YouTube in smaller letters with the design on the front of the shirt. And on the back of the shirt, I want to have some text that just describes what happens in the dairy industry, like saying that they take away the babies right after birth, and they keep doing this to the mothers over and over, and then they kill the male babies, and you know, the moms are all slaughtered at some point too, after they're not exploitable anymore, but in like shorter words that can fit on a shirt. I'm currently editing this vlog, and the beginning of the video, when this drawing was still all lines, I kind of like how that looks better, so I might just keep the drawings as line drawings for shirts in the future. What? It's not good enough? You just love me more than the toy!
You put these things in here? Who does that?
Why does it matter?
Because then you can't use it. I can't use it.
You want to help me fill up the rest of my vlog?
I don't actually.
Can you be nice for the camera like me once? Do you have anything wise that you've learned? I usually add in things that I've learned that are wise when I, you know, make these.
I have learned nothing in my life.
That's pretty
The school
profound.
system failed me.
That's profound. Can you unpack that?
No.
Come on.
The shipping tape is unpackageable. Unpackageable.
Well, what's on your mind today?
I have nothing on my mind because I have done nothing but 6 hours of meditation today.
Oh my god. What do you think about Halloween tomorrow?
I think that Alicia is gonna enjoy it.
You're mean. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you are not yet vegan, listen to the TEDx talk, Every Argument Against Veganism, and watch the documentary Dominion at watchdominion.com or free on YouTube. I always got all the resources linked in the description and in the pinned comment. I make a lot of different content ranging from disruptive style vegan activism to self-help, mental health, art, witchcraft. I do a lot of things because I don't believe in putting yourself in a box. Consider subscribing.